I mean, have you ever seen anything more inevitable in your entire lives? Hello everyone and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand2, here with Bayern Munich. And today we are going to have to play the giant of football, the behemoth of football that we created over 5 years on Merseyside. Alright, goodness me, this is just going to be, it's like having to fight your own child or something. It just feels really weird. We've had to play all of our former sides at some point in this, but this one's going to be a bit different. Now, apologies if you hear any sort of banging. I've got my neighbour is doing some sort of work during this episode for some reason, and they're doing some road works outside, so no doubt we'll be interrupted by someone. But anyway, let's focus on the football. It's Liverpool in the Champions League quarter final, our team that we have had so much success with in the course of the save. We will be playing them today, both legs of that one, as well as anything important that happens in the game in between in the Bundesliga against FC Köln. Now, before we get to that, we've got to check out the Bundesliga situation. It's incredibly tight. This is just it's horrible. We're playing Liverpool, and then the league is just, it's not as easy as I would have liked. 3 games since last time, 2 wins and a draw. Unfortunately, the draw is potentially going to cost us a 0-0 with Augsburg. Not very good, but we did beat Fortuna Düsseldorf, Marcus Antonio with the goal, and then we beat Borussia Monchengladbach, another one of our former teams, of course. Tony Sutherland and Ricardo Records, of course, with the goals in that one. They are both in excellent goal-scoring form, and that has left the Bundesliga incredibly precariously because, as you can see, Borussia Dortmund are in horrifyingly good form. They keep on winning. They don't look like they're going to drop points anytime soon. They're only 2 points behind us, which is good. We've both qualified for the Champions League, but that's kind of really just a moot point. That was always going to happen. We're so far ahead of everyone else, and of course, our next Bundesliga game after the Köln game is away against Dortmund. It's a big one. We're not going to do it today because I might probably die if we have to do that level of stressful matches in one episode. So that'll be next time. But we turn our attention to Liverpool. Now, we are playing the first leg at home at the Allianz Arena, as it I think really is, but still technically the Stadion München. We still have the new stadiums being built, quite a way until that is going to be completed. But anyway, we might not be here then. If we don't win the Bundesliga, we're not going to be here for much longer at all. But let's see what we can do in the Champions League. We've made the quarterfinals, which is what the board want us to do. We're at home in the first leg, not particularly ideal, against Liverpool. Now, Liverpool, well, they have not been quite as much of a success since we left as I maybe would have thought. Obviously, when we left them as champions of England, champions of Europe as well, replaced by Fernando Hierro, hugely successful manager at Real Madrid, and it's not gone quite according to plan. They did not win the Premier League last season, as we saw in a previous episode. They finished in second, and they are currently in third, and are not going to win the Premier League this season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Man United running away with it again. They were the champions last year. They're going to be the champions again this year at the current rate, and it's going to take a pretty big collapse for them to fail to do so. So not quite the monolith that we established. Now, our team is looking very good for this one. We are fully fit, no injuries and no suspensions, that's the first time that's happened for a little bit of a while, which means we can say that our team for this one is my preferred starting 11. Raul is going to be in goal. Rafinha and Moraldi, of course, going to be the fullbacks against their former side. Reiter and Lupi is the defence. Falkenberg, Jack and Marcus Antonio in midfield. Why are you leaving? He's just so good that it's very irritating. Sutherland on the left hand side, Albal fully recovered on the right, and Reckers up top through the middle. This one could it could go either way. It could go either way. Obviously, I don't know. We know how many good players they've got. Obviously, a lot of new faces, but some familiar names still there. Marcus Dewhurst, of course, absolute legend for us in his brief time for us when we were there. Just so reliable. And Lefebvre and Giroud is the partnership at the back, because Pierre Voucher is suspended for this one. Trent Alexander-Arnold is still there. Vasquez, who we never used, they're playing him now. He was quite good. Marko Vujovic, of course, on the right-hand side. He's not joined Barcelona yet. What a man. Jordan Richard on the left as well. What a player he is. And Marko Sinček up top. Of course, he's become their first choice following the sale of Colin Nicholson to Barcelona, and you can see why. He's got 36 goals this season in all competitions. I mean, we knew he was good. He was good for us when we used him, albeit only as the backup. But he's very good, isn't he? He's very good. Ulrich still there at left back as well, and then Lafont, Cherky there on the bench, De Jong on the bench as well, Jacobson on the bench, who has developed incredibly well as well. So some unfamiliar names in there, but a lot of favourites as well. We've got this guy, Bustamante. Is he going to be busting the net? Let's hope not. He's Chilean. He's pretty good. And Chiano, attacking midfielder, not particularly amazing. So yeah, I mean the names we're familiar with are going to be more than an issue, I would expect. But let's go out there and grab a win. We're going to try and be as positive as possible. I don't know if we can avoid. I mean, the fact that we're playing the home leg first irritates me. But if we can avoid conceding more than one away goal, then that's probably good. We got a free kick early on, prime Antonio territory, and he's done exactly what he's done all season. 16th of the season, Marcus Antonio bangs one home. We've got the lead against Liverpool, and well, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better start, really. I mean, the most important thing is we just need to not concede. I think even one away goal isn't the end of the world, but let's just not concede more than one away goal. Reckers with a glorious chance, which Dewhurst claims very easily, and now Vujovic has the ball back to Vasquez, Trent Alexander-Arnold into Marco Vujovic. It's very weird commentating on them as the opposition. Richard, Bustamante, Ulrich with a brilliant ball across, and Marco Vujovic, as he so often was for us, is there to head home. And it's 12 minutes in, they've already got an away goal. It's a good job we scored. They're just so good, aren't they? That's why we signed them for Liverpool, because they're just so good. Vujovic with a very easy finish. Antonio with a free kick from deep though. Ulrich clears it, but Lupi picks up the loose ball and gives it to his centre-back partner. And we're looking very exposed if we lose the ball here. Reckers though manages to get it, and he's, goodness me, it went all the way along the goal line and didn't go in. That was incredibly unlucky. We're not done yet though. We're certainly alive in this one. Reckers is in again. He's desperate for a goal now. Multiple chances again, blocked by Dewhurst, and Ulrich again clears the loose ball. Marcus Dewhurst, we know how good he is. Still number one for England going into the Euros. He's exceptionally good. At half-time, it's 1-1, which I think, if that's the same thing at full-time, I'm relatively happy with that. You have to say we're happy with the performance. We've got a goal, and we have looked pretty lively going forwards. Anyway, back to the action. We're coming forwards again in the second half. Antonio has the ball to Moraldi, blocked. Albel's got it, and Patrick Albel has had a pretty poor game, and my assistant even suggested we take him off. Well, we haven't, and that's exactly why. Gives us the lead again. Good work from Antonio. Moraldi gets a little bit lucky here, as it hits Albel. Reckers gives him the ball, and then he doesn't even know, and he's just put it away, and it's 2-1. Right, this would be good. A 2-1 would be good, but then if I was the Liverpool manager, still, I would be saying a 2-1 defeat away from home is also quite a good result because you've got the away goal. So maybe 3-1, that would be good. Jack to Rafinha, inside, blocked, and Albel can't get there. Liverpool not done yet. Trent Alexander-Arnold pressing on to Vasquez. Lupi with a good clearing header, and Albel is away in plenty of space. If he can find a ball in, Reckers is there. He does. He doesn't find Reckers. He finds Tony Sutherland instead, who gets his customary goal, as he has been of late. And Tony Sutherland, a man who could have joined Liverpool in an alternate reality. If we'd stayed as Liverpool manager, I probably would have signed him. Or, well, we nearly signed him instead of Cherky, but he didn't join Liverpool. He's joined Bayern Munich instead, and he scores here, 3-1. Right, that's very good. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to take Sutherland off because he is a little bit tired. We'll bring Salhi on, but 3-1, I'm optimistic now. We will make some more changes. I'm going to take off Antonio. I'm going to take off Moraldi, just to try and keep fitness levels relatively good, because we have got to play a league game in midweek, and I can't really rotate because our squad depth is terrible as we've hit the bar, and we need to win every game because Dortmund are 2 points behind us. But this one looks like it's going to be done. Maybe one last chance for Liverpool. Another away goal for them would obviously be bad. Dewhurst to Bustamante, and he's gone to Vujovic on the right hand side, looking dangerous. We do manage to block the chance, but it's a corner. The final piece of action in the game, you would assume. Cherky with the corner in. It's been cleared to De Jong. He's been fouled by Jack. Or no, De Jong's fouled him. Lack of discipline from Frankie De Jong there. And it ends 3-1 to Bayern Munich. Excellent win. You have to say that was a really good performance. Obviously disappointing to concede the away goal, but a 3-1 win against Liverpool is always a very good thing. And we should know. We should know. Right, well, that is very good indeed. Unexpected, but very, very good. Now, I'm going to go and play the Chelsea are trying to sign Falkenberg as well. Never seen this one before. Normally it will just say, oh, the so-and-so side are trying to sign this player and it will cost, potentially this much. But this is the first time I've seen it where it is literally Chelsea's declaration of interest has seemingly fallen on deaf ears. Many in football left rolling their eyes at the news of the club's latest number one target. So he's not interested. We obviously, if we're still here, we ain't selling him to Chelsea anytime soon. But anyway, I'm going to go now and I'm going to play the Colm game. I think I will probably just bring you the result. I'll show you the goals. Hopefully there's a few goals for us. And then we'll be back for the second leg against Liverpool at Anfield, our former stomping ground, where we actually have a healthy advantage now. Right, home game against Colm. We've got to win it because, well, yeah, if we win every game between now and the end of the season, we'll be champions. It's fine. Obviously, we still got to play Dortmund, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, that's brilliant. So the guy up front for Colm, Tom Kienle, he's on loan from us. I loaned him out in January. I didn't realise that in Germany you can just play against the team you're on loan from. This is going to go one way, isn't it? I mean, he was just on the ball and then we very easily took it off him, which either means he's not very good or he doesn't want to upset me. We've got the lead though. Patrick Alball heading home. It's a very voodoo-esque goal there. We've got the lead. Hopefully more to come, and it may well be the case. Köln are in 7th, but we are in control of this one. Loopy, he's taller than the goalkeeper there, and he's put it in the goal. Alright, a nice easy win, no drama whatsoever. What's that? My best player, my best player, potential knee injury, probably done his cruciate ligament, hasn't he? At least he's leaving at the end of the season from that perspective, but we kind of needed him for the rest of this one. Literally just about to make some changes, and now Tony Sutherland is injured. He's done his groin in, so this was great. I liked it when we were 2-0 up. I mean, should have rotated really, shouldn't we? But couldn't afford to lose it, could we? Well, we've won. It's another completely one-sided performance, but I'm happy with the points. I'm not happy with the injuries. Could have gone a lot better. We're back to 5 points clear. What's the damage? 5 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 days. All right, Tony's okay. At least Tony's all right. That's fine. Marcus though, he's out. He's out for probably the rest of the season, unless maybe if we get to the Champions League final, he might be back for that. But well, I mean that was his last game in a Bayern Munich shirt. Everyone, thanks for your service. You've been our best player this season. Why do you have to leave? Why do you have to leave? It's literally his best season in the entire save, literally his best season in the entire save, and we're losing him on a free because he doesn't understand how tactics and positions actually work. Oh dear. Well, at least Tony's going to be all right in a few days' time. That's something. We've got the draw for the group stage of the European Championships, of course, coming up in the summer in Spain. We are the holders, of course, England. I mean, not us as a manager. We were the previous one, but anyway, we will be. Let's have a look at the old groups. Scotland, one of the top seeds, which I love to see that. That is brilliant. We've got Romania, we've got Wales. That's going to be a big one, and we've got Austria. So relatively good group, although obviously Romania are quite good, aren't they? And it'll be interesting to see how Wales is doing this far in the future. Obviously, we know Scotland are good. And well, it could be an interesting tournament for them with best player in the world, Colin Nicholson. Right, I mean, it's gone through a bit quicker. I was kind of going to do the setup, but I was going to say, let's hope for Dortmund to slip up against Mainz. I didn't think they actually would. They've lost. Dortmund have lost 2-0. Right, well, that is a huge boost with 5 games to go. Obviously, we're going to be playing them next, and we're now back in a position whereby if we lose that game, then we will still be top of the league, and if we win it, then we're looking very good. So yeah, that's it. I don't know. The clicking didn't work. It was because they weren't playing at the same time. But anyway, it's fine. They were playing Mainz. They lost. That's the most important thing. Goodness me, that is a huge result. Now, if we can somehow manage to see off Liverpool in the second leg, then it's going to be a very productive time, even though we have lost our best player. Now, Liverpool did actually lose to Manchester City in the Premier League in midweek, managed by Daniel Farke now. They're having a pretty poor season again. They've had a pretty dodgy time since they decided to sack Marcelo Bielsa for finishing in, I thought he was second, but he ended up finishing third. Anyway, they're in sixth at the moment, but they have managed to beat Liverpool. Alright then, obviously we put ourselves in a very good position, given that excellent first leg performance, though unfortunately we are going to be missing two of our key players. Luckily Tony will not be out for more than this one, he'll be back for the Dortmund game, so Salhi comes in his place, and Bibi is going to come in place of Marcus Antonio. He's not quite the same level, but he's going to have to do. The rest of the team, of course, remains the same, and it's a special moment walking out onto the Anfield pitch, the scene of so many excellent performances for us in the save so far, and a couple of changes for Liverpool. Pierre Faucher's back from his suspension, so it's the usual French nearly identical twins at the centre-back position, and of course Rafael Fato, who famously scored a winner for Benfica against our Liverpool team, as they were then in our first season in charge in the Champions League group stage, as we lost to Benfica, now playing for Liverpool, so watch out for him. We know he can do a decent goal. Everybody else is the same, and as you would expect, all players we are of course incredibly familiar with, apart from Bustamante. And we got a very good advantage from that first leg. Obviously they do have that away goal, but they do still need to score 2 goals to go through as a result of that one, and that's assuming we don't score any goal. For us gives us a massive boost of getting into the semi-finals. Rafinha to Reckers. Of course, Vujovic playing against his former club. We signed him from Bayern Munich, so he's obviously got plenty to prove, as he proved in the first leg with the goal. Long ball forwards, which is well intercepted by our defence, and Jack plays it forward to Salhi. Give and go with him. He goes in for a shot, and it's similar to the Vujovic chance, a very tame effort. Of course, we just see this out. A 0-0 would be fine. A 1-0 defeat would be fine. We would go through. Any sort of away goal would be a massive boost, but we can lose this and we will still be okay as long as we don't lose it 2-0 or more. But Liverpool, they're desperate for a win. Richard on the left, Sinchek can't get there, it's a good clearance. Vujovic can, but he's hit the bar. 36 minutes gone, Liverpool completely dominant, as you would probably expect in front of their own fans. Ulrich has got loads of space, but Falkenberg comes in. He's on a yellow though, which is a concern. That looked like Albal crossed the ball for Vujovic. I think I might have imagined that one. It might have been Richard. Anyway, who knows? But we're countering. We managed to not concede. And Salhi beats Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's another weak effort from him. What difference would Tony Sutherland have made with those chances? Rafinha with a throw-in, and he manages to give it on. I think any goal for us would really change this, but not with play like that. Liverpool countering at speed. Vujovic to Vasquez. We're blocking them off a bit, blocking the passing lanes. Moraldi clears it, but only as far as Bustamante. Vasquez, the pressing from us is good, but the chance still comes, although at least Sinchek heads over. At half time, it's 0-0. We are doing good stuff. This would be more than enough to see us through. Now I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take off Patrick Albal because he's not having a good game, and also I'm very sort of concerned he may get injured because everyone else is these days. So I'm taking him off for Chiralabos, and hopefully that can make a difference, if only just to keep him safe. I might do the same for Reckers. Reckers is on a 6.4. Normally I'd leave him out there, but as I'm mainly concerned about him getting injured, because I'd rather lose this without him getting injured, because we've got to win the Bundesliga, that's the priority. I'm going to do that. Liverpool immediately score as soon as I say that. Fato with the assist. Jordan Richard with his 17th of the season. He is obviously good. You don't need me to say that. You know, if you've watched the series up to this point. Fato gets the ball in. It's a lovely ball, and it's a lovely header from the Frenchman. And we've got 20 minutes to hold on. Maybe I shouldn't have made those changes, but I feel they weren't playing well, and I don't want them to get injured. It's all over. It's all gone wrong. Frederick Jacobson, perennial third choice when we were here, the neglected man, has become incredibly good. 19 for the season for him, and we held out for a while, but as things stand, we need a goal. We need a goal, and our 4 main attacking threats are either injured or have been substituted because their manager is just a genius. We've got 1 sub left. What do we do? I mean, Rafinha's not playing well. Don't have another left back on the bench. There's nobody on the bench who I want to bring on, really. Maybe Schmitz, because Salhi's not exactly done much. I'm going to demand more. We can't just hold on. It doesn't matter now. I mean, if they score again, then it's even more over. But we've got to score, otherwise they're going through on away goals. We're right. Okay, Salhi's anxious. Schmidt's going to come on. And attacking. We've got to go attacking. Not like this. Not like this. We were looking so good, but we haven't done anything in this game, really. And especially with the injuries, that's kind of cost us. And there's a chance. A goal for us would see us... No, it would be extra time, wouldn't it? Sinchek, it's over. It's over. 37 goals for Marco Sinchek. 37 goals. And, well, it's fair to say we've been this one off. Should I have taken off Reckers? Should I have taken off Halbel? Probably not. Probably not. But I was just very mindful of what happened in the game against Colm. Yeah. Liverpool 3, Bayern Munich 0. We are out of the Champions League. I'm not going to make them come into training because we're playing Dortmund relatively soon and I don't want any more injuries. But, yeah, not good. At least we made the quarterfinals and at least we lost to Liverpool. You received a warm welcome from the supporters on your return to Anfield. Do you share a mutual affection for the club? I mean, I wish they hadn't just beaten us 3-0, but yes. And it's nice to see that, because there should be a statue of me in the car park after what I did for you. I've got a great respect for them. So that was frustrating, but we do get quite a bit of money for it, and it does at least free up the fixture list a little bit with regards to the rest of the season, which should be quite a good thing, because we've got a Bundesliga to win. And we've got 5 games left to do it. The most important of which is going to be coming up next time. Borussia Dortmund away from home. They obviously lost to Mainz. So if we beat them, big if, because we've just lost 3-0 away from home against Liverpool. But if we beat them, then we will be in a very strong position indeed. We could, I think, if results go our way and we beat them, then we could win the title next time. But that will be for then to see what happens. Dortmund and FC Nuremberg next up in that episode, and then we'll sort of see what happens if we could potentially play the Hoffenheim game as well, depending on sort of how things shake up. Who knows? Otherwise, it could well go down to the final day if we don't beat Dortmund. But there we go. We came very, very close to knocking Liverpool out of the Champions League, and then we didn't because of a combination of injuries and substitution idiocy. Que sera, sera. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.